Okay, welcome to episode 5 of Mail Time Podcast. Um, I'm joined today by Yeari Vigder, who just 1 week ago discovered his wife Inbar was horrifically murdered by Palestinian terrorists on the light rail while she was out with their family dog and their 9-month-old son, Ari. Um, Jewish people have been through an unimaginable amount of tragedy in the past year, and we're trying to bring stories to light and to be able to assist people in telling stories and legacies about their loved ones. And could think of no more important thing than to welcome Yari here today, um, so he can tell about Inbar, her legacy, and path forward and how people can assist in helping them start to build their life um, with a 9-month-old son at home. Yari, thanks for joining us. Um,
Hey Daniel, thanks for having me.
I think you're in the uh, club of unfortunately famous things that are going on. So for those, I just spoke to you a few minutes ago. Who are you? Who are you guys? How did you where did you grow up?
So, yeah, I grew up in Ashkelon, in the southern part of Israel. Inbar grew up in Ariel, and we met 4 years ago in Tel Aviv during the COVID. So, yeah, it was between the COVID, when we can't go out.
Lockdowns.
Yeah, the lockdowns. So between the lockdowns, Inbar was a fitness instructor in some CrossFit box in the city, and I was one of the trainees, and we just met there. We started dating a month later, and I think 10 months after we moved together to our apartment. Uh, 2 years after we got married, and Inbar got pregnant a month after the wedding, and then we got our Ali. Mm,
And
yeah.
Ari was born while you were fighting, correct? You were in Gaza?
Yeah, so as you know, October 7th turn turn up everything. So I was with my friends from the army, on a trip to celebrate 10 years to our service, our Sadir service. And uh, at the morning of October 7, Inbar was in Ariel at her parents' house, and I was abroad in Greece, and just got the horrible news. Inbar was 7 months pregnant, and I just I didn't see her, and I think 7 days, because we just flew to Israel, and she stays in her parents' apartment, and I just came to our apartment, grabbed some stuff, and went to the base, to our base, and yeah, something like 2.5 weeks after, this is the time I first met in Bar. first time from the October 7th. Yeah.
She's an unbelievable woman. The fact that she's 7 months pregnant, you land, and the first thing you did was you were able to go straight to the base, and you didn't go home, and you were able to go back and serve in Miluim. How was her last trimester of pregnancy when you were fighting? I imagine that can't be easy.
Uh, yeah, it wasn't easy. Inbar, she was unbelievable woman. She was the one that cheered up all the women's from the our unit, the women of the soldiers. She told them all the time not to worry and that our guys will be fine, and we just need to think happy thoughts. And every time that there was a chance to send something or to give us something or just to visit us, she the first one to volunteer. And while she's in her last trimester, as you said, and it was very tough physically, and as you just can imagine. And she lived in our apartment in Jaffa by herself and with our dog, and she needed to take out the dog every day, 3 times a day, and she didn't want anyone's help. She wanted to do it by herself all the time. She was amazing. Yeah.
It's just unbelievable that she, there are plenty of excuses that people can make to say that they're not going to do anything to help and that they're need more assistance. And it seems like she was just absolutely unbelievable. Um, were you home when Ari was born?
Yeah. So I think 2 weeks before his actual birthday, the day of birth. So I just got out from. My commander told me to get out to be with my wife, and yeah, we spent the last 2 weeks of the pregnancy together, and I came to the hospital with her, and I was an active part in his birth. It was amazing. One of the most amazing things that I did in my life, for sure.
And what were the last 9 months like? I guess, raising a child in war and obviously dealing with having just been in Gaza for 3 months. And what was that entire experience like? Were you able to have any sort of normalcy together, or um, what was your kind of day to day like?
So I think one of the main things we try to do is to make ourselves a daily routine. That to wake up in the morning to go to a training session together, or each and every one by itself. Uh, to go out a little bit. Go. I went to work, and in bar was I don't know how do you say it in English, but the vacation after the birth of the child.
Maternity leave. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was 3 months at home. I tried to work a little bit, and yeah, we spent our time together. Try to, as I said, to gather some daily routine, a weekly routine, something to distract us from the war. Uh, Yeah, but until I came back at May to serve another 2 months in the north border,
So
while
just so
Amri
just
is
so just to be clear, your wife just gave
yeah.
birth, and then she
Mhm.
is okay, you're going back to help serve and protect the state of Israel. That is unbelievable, and I think it it such a testament to how incredible uh, she was. The fact that just months after giving birth, you're already back in the north of Israel. So you were how long were you in the north?
So in in the second round, I went to 2 months, and after this one, I just bought the tickets to the Far East. We spent our time together in Thailand and Sri Lanka, just three of us, for 45 days. It was amazing. It was I think it was the best experience that we have together as a family. And now, after this terror attack that uh, took in Bar, I just realized how much important this vacation, this time together was to three of us, to just together the time, just to ourselves and to enjoy one another.
What happened a week ago for those who don't know?
Okay, so it was a day before Rosh Hashanah Eve, and I was at work. I don't know if you know, but there was some speculations about missile attack from Iran. So uh, everyone was with their cell phones just to understand if there is an attack at this moment or not. And while I'm at work, one of my coworkers just got the push in its phone that there is a terror attack in Jaffa. I just realized that Inbar needs to come home from the vet with our dog and our little baby. And I tried to call her. She didn't answer several times. I just realized that I need to go there and to find out what happened and if she is okay. And I I I I, I came with my bike as fast as I could to the scene. It was really horrible scene, but I couldn't find her. Some police forces tried to push me out, and when the missile attack started, tried to take me to a safe house, to a safe room. So it's like a movie from a scene. I just ran out from police officers. They told me to come immediately to protect myself. I couldn't find not in Bar and nor Ari, and I found our dog. She got shotted 2 times. She had a lot of blood, and two
So
guys
so
that I yeah
at this
yeah
point at this point you have no idea where Inbar is, no idea where your son is, but you see your dog has been shot.
yeah
So
exactly.
you're assuming the worst because you have no idea where your family is at this point.
I try to be not optimistic, but as analytic as I can. So I try to work as I don't know as a soldier. to understand the threats, to understand the possibilities, to do what I can, to distract myself, to move out my emotions, and uh, just to find them. This was my main goal, and I did everything to accomplish it. So I didn't assume the worst. I just want to realize what happened and where are they. At this moment, I realized that I need to go to the nearest hospital. No one told me anything, but I just realized that I need to go there. I went to the hospital. Again, I was with my bike, so I see in the sky all the ballistic missiles from Iran and the Kipat Barzel missiles that
Iron Dome.
just the Iron Dome, yeah, that clashed the missiles. It was one of the most bizarre things that I saw in my life. Yeah, as you can imagine, me just ride on my bike as fast as I can to the hospital, while the one of the most massive ballistic missile attack in the entire world is in front of me. I came to the hospital and just shout everywhere, where is my wife, where is my kid? There were in this horrible terror attack, and someone took me to the child department. We ran there. We couldn't find anyone because they are in the safe room. And in the safe room, this is the first time that I saw my son Ari, and I saw there he was in one of the doctor's hands, carried him. I saw him. I kissed him. He was very calm, but I could see how much he cried. I told the doctor to take care of him. Took one of the security guy's phone and understood that my next mission is to find my wife. I know that my son is okay, and now I need to find my wife. I I found the one that took Ari to the hospital. She was traumatized, so she couldn't talk, she couldn't see me. She knew that I'm the father. And again, as a soldier, I tried to simplify my question to her because I I couldn't ask if my wife is dead because I saw her situation. She couldn't answer. So I tried to simplify it and to ask simple questions like if she see any blood, if my wife got hurt. I At this moment I understand that my wife got hurt, and again my mission was to find Inbar. So we tried to reach out any hospital around to find out where is she. Uh, those was some tough hours, and I think after 5 hours the police came and told us that Inbar didn't reach any hospital because she stayed on the trail on the train. Sorry.
So she and this is stuff that I've seen publicly reported, but she shielded your son when these people came onto when these terrorists came onto the train. Do I understand that correctly?
So what you described here is, I don't know what to call it besides miracle, because you need to understand in Bar, she she's a small woman, not too big, and uh, Ari was in its career, so it covered like he's covered like something like 60% of Inbar's body. Okay.
So, okay, so there's a picture that was
Mm-hmm.
online that showed the stroller. So the baby was actually not in the stroller. The baby was on.
No, I know from some witnesses that Inbar just finished breastfeed Ari while he was in the carrier on the train. So she just finished breastfed, right? Breastfeeding and
Yep.
try to go out because this is our home station, but she never had the chance to do it. Yeah. So
That's just, I
just
mean, incredible. Yad Hashem that Ari didn't have a scratch on him.
and you need to understand how amazing. So it's this scene is horrible, and she it turned out turned our life. I don't know in what scale, but yeah, as you said, the only positive, and this is one big positive thing that we can think about, is this our private miracle that again Ari was in the carrier that covered at least 60% of Inbar's body. We had Inbar took our dog with her, and it was, I don't know, in the height of her legs. So let me just to, I don't know, to try to imagine with you. So here is Ari in in the carrier. In its side there is our dog in its leg, in Bar's leg, and the terrorist shot in Bar. Uh, you know, a little bit higher from
Right. So
Ari,
above Ari and low that it
above
hit.
Ari,
Yeah.
above Ari, and shot also uh, on our dog. So it was also not behind, but underneath Ari. And sorry to give you the picture of it, but Inbar went off uh, in front, so she covered by its own arms Ari's body. I didn't know that. No, this one by the I knew it only after I talked with the police officers that was in the scene. I As I said, it was horrible terror attack, but this one that Ari is without any scratch on his body, this one is our private miracle.
And I want to clarify for anyone who's watching this. We're talking here on today's October 10th, and um, right, today's October 10th, I think. The days all blur together. The 10th.
Yeah.
Um, Inbar was murdered on the day before Rosh Hashanah, and in it's customary in Jewish practice and Jewish law, Rosh Hashanah negates um, the customary 7 days of Shiva. So you and your family haven't even had a chance to, you didn't even have a Shiva. Um, so many of these stories and recalling these what happened, which might have taken place in a shiva house. You didn't even have that chance to do that. Um, and it, your wife just sounds like an absolutely unbelievable person, unbelievable mother. As a father myself, it's hard to even hear the what's going on and what you've endured and what you know the the fact that you're finding your 9 month old son in the arms of someone else in a bomb shelter in a hospital. Thank God you went to the right hospital. You could have gone to a different. I mean, there's so many levels there. Um, how can people help you right now? There's a lot of people out there that want to that are very connected to the state of Israel, to the land of Israel, Jewish people and non-Jewish people that really want to help. And if people hearing this story and hearing the tremendous sacrifice, what's the best way for them to help?
I told in Bar's funeral, I told several things, but one of them was that from now on I have new two life goals that I need to accomplish. The first one is that Ari will be the happiest child on earth, and we will fulfill his life with everything that we can, with the best treatments, the best education. It's it's not like a mother's love, and it won't be. It won't be. But I know that we can guarantee him. We want to try. This is my new life goal, to guarantee that he will be the happiest one, and the and Inbar spirit will walk with us, and he will know how brave was uh, his mother, that his mother gave him the present of life two times. And so this is my main new goal. The second one is to move on and to live our life together. Ari won't get a father that will feel that his life is miserable and he can't go on, because this is not the case. Inbar will walk with us, and Inbar spirit will be with us everywhere we will go. Everywhere we will go. I don't know if you heard him, but he's a little bit moving in his monitor. So yeah, I'm here. It's like right here. It's 11 p.m. He's sleeping, and he's the bravest. child in the world. Is so it's like he helping us. It's amazing. It's amazing. He eat well. He
He's
sleep well.
He's Inbar's son, so
Yeah,
that will
exactly,
explain a lot of
exactly,
the.
exactly, exactly. He gave us a lot of strength in our
I'll let
very
you go
hard
here.
moments.
I'll let you go here in a moment. Before you go, what's one thing you want people to remember about Inbar aside from this incredible heroism on the day? But what is something else?
You need to help me a little bit with this one because I don't know. I'm not sure if I can say it in English, but uh, in bar caring was limitless. She was she was the first one to volunteer, the first one to give a hand to give the good word to the one that need this good word. She she just 2 weeks ago she volunteered to make some schnitzels to some women uh, that they remains in the army in the service doing service as I did a few months ago. She volunteered to help them and to make a lunch for their kids. This was in Bar, and I will be more than happy to talk more about Inbar. And if you want to hear more stories, I will be more than happy that you will reach me and to talk about her every time because we didn't have a Shiva, as you said, but it was very important to me to arrange a like alternative Shiva. So we had three very intense 3 days that a lot of good friends and good people around the neighborhood and around the world help us uh, to make 3 days to remember in Bar. A lot of people came, a lot of people that I didn't even knew. I don't know them. They came, they heard stories, they were shocked as we are from this horrible story of the terror attack and were so amazed by Inbar's stories and Inbar's life. So yeah, if you want to hear more, I will be more than happy to tell you about
I
her
would
legacy.
I as long as your son is not awake and doesn't need you, I'm more than happy to hear more about it because um, seemed seemed like an unbelievable person, and your strength is unbelievable. The mere fact that you're able to speak so coherently about it is not a small thing. Um,
I can't see it. There is no chance to do anything else. I have Ari. I need to take care of him. I need to make him the happiest child in the world. Need to look after him. I don't have any other chance.
I have to thank you for coming on. It's certainly a conversation I will never forget. Your strength, I think, is indicative of the Jewish people and the ability to push forward the unbelievable heroism of your wife and the heroism even of a baby to keep it together and be, you said he could see he's crying, but he was there and he was present, and that's unbelievable. And I, please God, people will continue to hear about Inbar's story and her unique impact on the world, and her memory should be a force for immense good in this world. Obviously, there's so much going on in Israel and around the world, and for the Jewish people, it's just we need more people like Inbar, and we need to promote her legacy so that people can see um, the right way to go about things in life. And um,
Exactly.
please God, we should be able to talk further about it. And I know you shared with me a link before that some of your friends have put together. I'm going to include it in the description below, and also send it out to everyone so people can see and try to help whoever they can. And um, Hashem should give you the strength to continue to be the amazing father you are, and continue to spread the light of Inbar, because that's it's an important thing. The world really needs more people like her. So, Yari, I really appreciate you.
Exactly.
I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
Gemar
Thank
Chatamat
you so
Tova.
much, Daniel.